Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry with Simpler Trading, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to give you a couple different ways that I have come up with a trade idea, and it begins by comparing commodities. So if we look back, and I've been using August to reference a lot of these, but anytime really late last fall, and we take wheat for example, you can see the very drastic move that it's had to the upside and just a really strong increase. And then if you move over to something like crude oil, right, you have a very similar situation where it just continues to make higher highs and higher lows in a pattern that really is pretty relentless. But then if you flip over to sugar, I think it's interesting to note that the monthly candles here, right, sugar is kind of right where it's been for the past several months. So again, just one piece of the puzzle, but something that makes me think we may be in a situation where Pepsi could do well, right? Because while so many other commodities have risen, making, of course, manufacture of all kinds of goods more expensive, with sugar being contained, is that going to help Pepsi continue to thrive? So that's one thing that's in the back of my mind. And then I come over and I find my daily squeeze setup. I tell you in most of these free videos that I do, this is almost always the foundation of what I'm looking for, and this is no exception. So squeezes tend to provide directional moves. You can see the move back down through here, largely directional and to the downside, but now we've seen the moving averages start to cross, and we're really at the crux of seeing if this is going to hold. Now, the way that I like to analyze just one basic aspect of price is that if bears were in control and this move down was really going to be what was happening and we were going to take out these lows and get below 153, well then usually you're going to fail somewhere in the 618 or the 786 retracement of that move. So since those retracements have been cleared so well, that leads me to believe that we're actually going to be moving into extensions. So the way that I like to look at this is out into July, with the idea of giving myself plenty of time on the idea, and then using 4 targets. Right? When the squeeze fires, ideally it fires long. That sees us take out the old high, and then we move into 2, 3, and 4 that I'll be using for the targets to scale out of at higher prices. Now, the last thing that I wanted to show you here on Pepsi, and more in the effort of timing the idea, is to look at its seasonal tendencies. So this is looking at 5 years worth of data, and we're getting here, right now about the middle of May. So you can see that this idea may not be ready just yet, because over the past 5 years it hasn't done great in May. But look what turns up as you move out into June. 4 out of 5 Junes, looking back, have been positive, and they have been a 2.1% average gain. So you can see what it's done in the past during these months. You can think about their commodity costs, and then you can think about this technical setup. And I think that's going to give you a way to make a winning trade as we get into the summer. So I hope that's helpful. Y'all have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next free video. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. And if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.